I'm a little embarrassed that I feel like I have to even mention a few of these, but hey, that's what this video is about, man. I mean, this is stuff that you should be doing already, but if you're not doing, implement this today, and this is definitely gonna help you out. I promise you that. Thank you for clicking on this video. We know you could have been anywhere in this YouTube universe, as big as it is, but you're rocking with your boy, and I truly appreciate that. For those who don't know, I am Rico, and on this channel, we help men elevate to the highest version of themselves possible by utilizing a little something I like to call the 3C philosophy. That's confidence, character, and of course, charisma. If that sounds good to you, go ahead and do yourself a favor, man. Go ahead and hit that like button. Also, I know the majority of the individuals who watch this content aren't subscribed to the channel, so go ahead and hit that subscribe button, turn on bell notifications, come join this 3C lifestyle, because I can tell you, it's just different. It's here, fellas. We already know what time it is, baby. It's summertime. You know what that means, man. We going outside, baby. We hitting the beaches. We hitting the lounges. We're hitting the brunches. We're hitting the clubs. We hitting the pool parties. We outside. You know, as the late, great Kevin Samuel said, life happens outside, fellas. So we going outside. If you're a part of this 3C lifestyle, you definitely want to make sure that you are the one that gets those looks, those triple looks. You know, when she across the bar, she look at you, put her head down a little bit. Look again. You know how girls flirt. You want to get those flirts, man. You want to get that attention. You want to get that admiration. You want to be the desirable one. So in today's video, I'm going to give you guys a few ways that you can instantly become more attractive starting today. Yes. Even you. Yep, you. Yep. You in the back. You. Even you. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And these are easy too, fellas. Some of these are self-explanatory. I'm a little embarrassed that I feel like I have to even mention a few of these, but hey, that's what this video is about, man. I mean, this is stuff that you should be doing already, but if you're not doing, implement this today, and this is definitely gonna help you out. I promise you that. Now let's jump right into it. The first thing I'm gonna talk about is something that I really shouldn't have to say, but just to cover all bases, I'm gonna say it. We're gonna start with your grooming, fellas. You have to shower. I usually shower around twice a day, but you at least have to shower once a day, every day. If you shower in the morning, you definitely want to make sure that you put on a nice deodorant or antiperspirant. Whether you choose a natural route or whatever the case may be, you want to make sure that your hygiene is up to par. I personally use a Vino unscented body wash because I wear fragrance, and having a scented body wash on top of fragrance typically takes away from the fragrance. So you want to make sure you shower at least once a day, okay, before you get the day started. You definitely want to shower again if you're going to head out somewhere. You want to make sure you're up to par with your cleanliness. Another thing under the grooming portion of this content is your skincare. You got to make sure you have a skincare regimen, because fellas, I'm telling you, that's one of the things we used to, at least me when I was younger, I used to neglect. I didn't really know about a skincare routine. That wasn't really like taught to us as men or as young teenagers or as young men. But I can tell you, women notice that. The first thing they see is your face. That's what you present yourself to the world, is your face. You only have one of them, so you want to make sure you take care of it. I personally use Tiege Hanley. This is not a sponsored video by them, but I love their product, and I just want to let you guys know, uncomplicated skincare for men. I start with their face wash. I use that in the morning and at night. You know, gets all the dirt and grime off your face. Trust me, because sometimes you might sweat. Sometimes that pillowcase may not be as clean as you think. And you get that grime off in the morning, and then you use their AM moisturizer, which has sunscreen in it. You definitely want to make sure that your skin is moisturized, because it can really show. You don't want to be walking around here looking like an old leather jacket in the face, fellas. Make sure you moisturize your skin. Also, when you use their face wash at night, after you dry your face off, make sure you apply their PM moisturizer, because it does wonders to your face when your skin is moisturized at night. I don't even know the science behind why, but I can tell you, I love their product. You can start with the level 1 system. Go on TeegeHanley.com. I'll put the link down below so you guys can check them out. Once again, this is not a sponsored video. I don't have any sponsors at the moment. So if I tell you about a product, it's because I personally use it and I enjoy it and I get value out of that product, okay? So first, take care of your skin. Go to TeegeHanley.com. Check it out. If you don't want to do Tiege Hanley, which I highly recommend, just get some kind of skincare regimen that works for you. And speaking of the face, you know, if you got facial hair, if you have a beard, which I don't have a beard, but if you do, Understand this, you got to keep your beard trim. You got to keep it neat. Make sure you know, if it's low and it's close to the face, make sure it's edged up, nice and neat. You definitely want to make sure you present your facial hair in a proper manner. That's going to instantly make you look more attractive than having all wild, mangly facial hair. If a girl rubs up against you, it's like she touches sandpaper. You don't want to do that, fellas. You just want to make sure that you look presentable in the face. Facial hair, keep your facial hair edged up, okay? Another thing that men typically tend to neglect, but women pay attention to, and it's either an instant turn off or damn near an instant turn on. Your nails, fellas, your hands. Make sure you keep your nails trimmed and clean. Fellas, trust me when I tell you this, fellas. No woman's gonna wanna let you touch on them on their arm or shake. You go to shake a woman's hand and you look like you just got finished changing somebody motor oil. You don't wanna do that. You want to make sure that your nails are trimmed and clean. That's very important, fellas. Women look at hands. I'm telling you, trust me on this. I used to work as a profession as a physical therapist. I used to do massage therapy work, things like that. And I'm telling you, women notice hands. It's very important. Keep your hands trim and clean. Another thing, you definitely want to make sure that your oral hygiene is up to par. You definitely want to use mouthwash. You want to brush at least twice a day. You want to floss, get all the way back there too. Want to make sure you scrub that tongue. You don't want to have a little man with doo-doo shoes on, with dragon mouth. You don't want to be over there dragging breath from house party. Make sure you scrub that tongue as well. People forget. Get the back. Get the back too. Make sure you get that mouthwash, swish it all around. Got to make sure your oral hygiene is up to par, because believe it or not, that can cause a lot of other health issues too, like heart problems and a lot of other things that people don't know, that your oral hygiene ties into a lot of other parts of your body. It's the kinetic chain all the way down. So you want to make sure that you brush and floss and use mouthwash. Last but not least, when we're talking about the grooming portion, you got to get a haircut. You got to keep the haircut at least at a minimum once every 2 weeks, fellas. But I'm telling you, if you want to be a part of this 3C lifestyle, you make sure you get your haircut at least once a week, unless absolutely impossible to do. Make sure you stay fresh. When they see you, they want to know, like, damn, he always presentable. He always got his haircut. Okay, yeah, he up to par. That shows that you take pride in yourself, pride in your appearance. And remember, there's a saying that says, how you do anything is how you do everything. So make sure you get your haircut at least once every 2 weeks, but if you really want to be 3C, baby, once a week. Next thing I'm gonna talk about is dressing. You definitely want to make sure that you dress nice on a regular basis. I'm not saying you got to wear a 3-piece suit to the grocery store, but you definitely want to be presentable. You never know who's watching. My dad used to tell me that a long time ago, and there's been plenty of life experiences that proves that right. You getting attention and you don't even know. Believe it or not, I know in this whole new age society, people are real sensitive as far as the word judging. But just understand this, fellas. You're judged first on how you look, and second on what comes out of your mouth. But it's always how you look. Make sure you present yourself and you dress well most of the time. And a part of dressing well is having clothes that fit properly. This ain't the 90s no more. We ain't the in my white tee. No, we not in the 4X white. No. Make sure you dress for your size, okay? Make sure the shoulder seams hit where they're supposed to hit. Make sure that the t-shirts fit or the polo shirts fit. Another part of wearing your proper size is wearing clothes that accentuate your strengths. You understand what I'm saying? So, like, just here's a rule of thumb when it comes to fashion. Lighter colors accentuate things. Darker colors hide them. You understand what I'm saying? So, for example, let's say you're not the tallest person in the room. You're vertically challenged. You got short legs, right? Short legs, long torso. You built like a cartoon character. Whatever. I don't know. But you don't want to wear light colored jeans to draw attention to the point that you have short legs, right? Or a darker colored jean if you're going out to a social function. If you have, let's say, nice shoulders, or you have nice arms, or you have a nice chest as a man, you work out, whatever you need to do, wear colors, lighter colors that bring attention to those parts of your body. If you have a little bit of a midsection there, you got a little something around the midsection, and you want to take attention away from that, you want to accentuate your strengths, you want to make sure that, you try to stay away from colors that bring attention to things that that may not be your strengths. Accentuate your strengths. We all have something that we can play to that makes us physically feel better about ourselves. So play to your strengths. Another thing that you can do, fellas, today that makes you appear instantly more attractive is work on your presence when you enter a room. That is extremely important. Make sure when you walk into a room, you have good posture and you work on your walk as you enter that room. You need to walk like you got a theme music behind you, like walk up. Like you got to make sure when you walk into a room that you have your shoulders back, your good posture, because it makes you look taller. You know, I'm 6'4", so believe it or not, even I had to work on my posture and how I walked into a room. Believe it or not, fellas, ladies, pay attention to how your stride is. You don't want to walk too slowly. You also don't want to walk too fast. You want to keep a nice stride, shoulders back, head up, chin up. You want to look around, make eye contact with individuals, keep your face on as opposed to like this. Be like this. Walk into a room as opposed to that shows lack of confidence. It shows non-masculine energy. It shows that you don't believe in yourself. You got problems going on. Make sure your posture is proper. Your arms are up. You take up space. That just shows a masculine alpha type energy, that you're open. You're not arms crossed, closed off to the world, because how you gonna be approachable? You know, it might be a nice young lady across the bar that might want to buy you a drink, but you sitting there with your arms crossed, slunched over, and you know, you're unapproachable. So make sure your presence, you work on your presence. Make sure your posture is right, your stride is right, and mark my words, you might have somebody, when you walk into a room, be like, who that man? Who? Girl, who that man? I'm telling you, it happens, fellas. Understand that, it happens. Work on your presence, work on your walk, work on your posture. It makes you instantly look more attractive and more confident. Another thing that'll instantly make you look more attractive and also feel more attractive is exercise. We only got one body, fellas. We only have one. We don't get another one. We can't turn this body in. So we got to make sure we do the best we can to take care of the one we have. Make sure you get to a healthy body composition. Try to eat more clean foods than not. I'm not saying you can't indulge yourself every now and then, but we all know what we should be eating. You know what I mean? And just make sure we live as long as we can. We do our best to fuel our bodies with proper food, get to a proper body composition, put on a little bit of muscle. Science has shown that women find men more attractive who have more muscle because it stimulates their biological responses for safety, security, and they also see that as more sexual health. When they see a man who's more in shape, and I'm not talking about necessarily bodybuilder big. Hey, if you want to do that, by all means, I have all respect for the bodybuilders and the sacrifice and discipline it takes to get there. But what we're talking about right now is a little bit of muscle. You don't have to get super swole. You don't have to turn Super Saiyan on them. But having a nice body composition, a nice V taper, wide shoulders, smaller waist, just screams sexual potency to women. You know what that means? That means that they believe their seed will be more healthy if you are the one helping them produce it. So go ahead to look more attractive. Make sure you lift weights at least a couple times a week. You do some resistance training, do a little bit of cardio, get that heart rate up. Just make sure you take care of your body, because that'll instantly make you look more attractive. It'll make your clothes look better, make you feel better, and it'll accentuate the parts of your body that are your strengths. So do some exercise, fellas. Go ahead and get yourself in the gym. All right. Last but surely not least, one thing that'll instantly make you look more attractive is show your intelligence. Fellas, women love intelligence. I'm telling you, it might not get you in the door, but I promise you, it'll be the difference from you imprinting them and getting them sprung and they can never forget you versus you just getting in the door and fumbling the opportunity when they let you in. Yeah, your looks, your money, your status, that'll get you in the door. But when you open your mouth, remember I said we're judged by two things: how we look and what comes out of our mouth as soon as we open our mouth. And if what comes out of your mouth is intelligent, it's witty, you got a sense of humor. They say humor is a sign of intelligence. So you're witty, you can teach something, you can add to a conversation. Once a woman sees that, especially after she already finds you physically attractive, once you stimulate that mind, it's nothing stopping you from being the most attractive man in that room. You're more interesting, and that just adds to your charisma. one of the 3 C's in the 3C philosophy, okay? So make sure you read, you stay up on certain events, you get passionate about a topic, educate yourself so that you can speak freely, eloquently, articulately about a topic. And I'm telling you, you show that intelligence to a woman, she'll never forget you. Fragrance of the day, Viva More by Novatose Parfum. I'm not gonna spend too much time on this. This was already on one of my lists of the most complimented fragrances I've ever had in my collection. I'm telling you, that scent is very beautiful. Long-lasting, projection monster, compliments. It is an amazing fragrance, great for the summertime. You can really wear it year-round, but it really thrives in the warm weather. Doesn't hurt the pockets too much. Go ahead and go to Novatose Parfums. I'll put the link in the description below to their website. I promise you, this is a heavy hitter when it comes to compliments, when it comes to attraction. A beautiful fragrance for the summertime when you're going out, nighttime, daytime, date night, cuddle, it doesn't matter. This fragrance is amazing. Viva More by Novatose Parfums. And with that being said, we've come to the end of the video. I really appreciate you guys for sticking with me to the end. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Go ahead and share this video with anyone you think that could find this information useful. Also, once again, the majority of people watching this video aren't subscribed to the channel, so please do me a huge favor. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It does me the world. It doesn't cost you anything, but it really helps the channel out a lot, helps me grow the channel. Also, you never know, man. Somebody might be scrolling their feed, and they might be trying to find a way to look more attractive, and this could help them out. Hit that like button so it can feed the algorithm and get this information out to anyone who might need it. You know what I mean? So I really appreciate you guys. Once again, thank you for sticking with me for the full video. And until the next video, I love y'all. I'm out.